Hello everybody, Beard Reads Books here, and in this video I'm going to be reviewing this book, The Seventh Sword by Andrew Collins. In short, there's a set of 7 swords, and according to legend, when this set of 7 swords is brought together, there will be a final battle with the forces of evil. And throughout this book, Andrew Collins talks about how 6 of the 7 swords were sort of rediscovered in recent times via dreams and psychic quests and sort of things like that. And it also delves into the history of the swords and touches on sort of the various cults and groups that have owned these swords sort of over the centuries. And it there is a section of the book that also delves into a bit of Egyptian history as well. And the book finishes with Andrew Collins talking about how the 7th and final sword is still to be found. I mean, this book was written in 91, so at the point of writing, the 7th sword hadn't been discovered yet. So I suppose that's why it's got the title The Seventh Sword, because at the time of writing it hadn't been discovered yet. And yeah, that's the basic premise of this book. It's all about this set of 7 swords that is claimed by legend that when they're brought together be a final battle with evil. And it's all about how 6 of the 7 swords were discovered. Now, my personal feelings about this book, I've read a few other of Andrew Collins' books, and those ones I found quite easy to read. They flowed very well. This book, at times I found this book to be a little bit on the dry side, a little bit heavy going when it delved into sort of history, talking about history, like various historical aspects. I felt it got a bit sort of bogged down in detail, a bit heavy going. It didn't it didn't flow quite as easily as some of his other books that I've read so far. But even though I found it a little bit heavy going at times and not quite so easy to read as his other books, I still did enjoy it. I must admit, I didn't read it all in one go. I got about halfway through this book and then put it down for a while and read other books before picking this book back up again to finish off. So yes, it can be a bit dry at times, and as a result possibly not the easiest book to read because it can be a bit heavy going, but it's quite interesting. If you're the kind of person you like to sort of read about sort of various historical aspects about the history of sort of certain cults and things like that, then you'll probably enjoy this book very well. But yes, it was not the best of his books, So yeah, but I mean, it was quite interesting to sort of read about how these swords were being found, where they were being found, and things like that. So it's got some good qualities to it. I would say that if you're a fan of Andrew Collins' books, this is I think you'll find this enjoyable enough. Like I've already said, not the best book of his that I've read, but if you've never read any of his books before, this possibly isn't the best one of his to be the first one to read. So if you're brand new to Andrew Collins, I'd probably recommend reading something like The Black Alchemist as your first Andrew Collins book to read. I wouldn't recommend this to be the first of his books to read. So I think this is probably more a good book for someone who's already read some of his other books. So yeah, that would be my recommendation. If you haven't read Andrew Collins before, read one of his other books first before tackling this one. But it's an interesting enough book, so I'll definitely say give it a try. Give this book a try. You might not get on well with it, but at the very least, I would say give it a try. Give it, read the first couple of chapters at the very least, I'd say. So yes, that's my little review on The Seventh Sword. I hope you've enjoyed. If any of you have read this book for yourselves, I'd be interested in hearing what you thought of it, whether you enjoyed it or whether you didn't enjoy it. Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. And in the meantime, take care and happy reading.